Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. I'm outside the house, and I was going to show you the turkeys, but they're inside. But Ruth already showed them to you yesterday. Today we're going to talk about a couple things. It's kind of like updates. So stay tuned. Sorry, I had to come inside. It's too noisy out there. It's not just that. There was karaoke and things going on. Okay, first things first. What is this? It's got a charger on the bottom. You charge it. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you what this is. They already said it right there. But anyway, whatever it is, you'll know. I think I did. But it's okay. So anyway, that's what that is. Unique piece of equipment. It's unique. It looks like a flashlight, right? Anyway, forget that. I want to talk about living here in the Philippines. As you know, we go to the bank sometimes and to get monies once or twice a month, maybe 3 times a month. But normally we try to get most of the money the first month, and as you know, if expenses occur, and then you have to get it the second time a month. I'm having a lot of guys ask me about whether or not they keep accounts here or have the checks deposited here. A lot of people don't have a problem depositing your checks here, your Social Security, and or any check, and you can do that. But some guys are having a problem with the banks and the banking system here. And got a delivery. Be right back. We have 2 gentlemen. One sent me a message that his bank account that he put some money in it from USA had his check deposited. His check came in fine last month, and as you know, it comes to the variance of the month, time of the month. Each person's different. I've known guys got their check in the middle of the month. I know guys get them first of the month. I get mine first of the month. I know guys get them the 20th of the month. I don't know why it's that way. I have no idea. I'm not an expert. I just know he was telling me that his money that he put in the bank, he had little non-activity for he said about 6 or 7 months. He just didn't need the money. He brought money with him when he came, and he just had money in his wallet, and they really didn't need a lot of money because he'd already planned this before, and his wife had some money, meaning that he'd sent her before. Well, what had happened, because of the inactive account, they closed his account and took his money. Well, he didn't know it. They didn't know anything about the account being closed. It's been closed for a few months. So he decided, he said, okay, who do I need to see? Oh, it was a fiasco. He said, it's just a fiasco. He's not even quite sure. He said, I don't think I'll get my money back. He said about 40,000 peso, which is about $800. So very frustrated, very upset about it. Learned a big lesson. He's going to, when they go back on their yearly trip, he'll open account back in the U.S., just deposit, have his checks deposit there instead of bringing it here and have it deposited. That's pros and cons can go either way on that. I've heard people say they never really have any problem. It has to do with trust. If you trust the bank, I trust all banks, but I don't trust all banks. And what I mean by that is, are you sure you want to give your check deposited in a country that is the regulations? Oh, they said, it's guaranteed to, $5,000 or $500,000 guaranteed FDIC. Well, I don't know. So be prepared, guys. Think about it before you do that. That's the first thing, questions people ask me. I want to open up a bank account. That's fine. Open up a bank account. It's a savings account here. It's not really a checking account or anything like that. They give you a card for credit, and it's off your savings account. The best thing to do is just have your wife open up or girlfriend open up an account, put some money in that account, whatever that amount is, and then you guys have the accessibility to have it. If and when maybe you're in between your check coming in and the money, it's there for you. You have to have multiple sources, by the way. If you're going to do that, open one up at a co-op too. There's co-ops, which is a savings and loan bank. They have many co-ops that have been in business over 100 years. There's co-ops that do that, and they give you a little interest, $6 or $10, $12 a year, maybe a little more depending on how much money you have in there. Ruth and I have one of those, and we've had one ever since I came here 6 years. And then we have her bank account if we need it. In fact, her and I haven't used it in a year. We got to go check and see if that thing's still good. We haven't even we put money in there and just left it in there and never even thought about it. And she said today, I don't think the account's any good anymore. So you really have to think about it. So we're going to go back, we're going to go down there and see. Her card's good, but if after a period of time, the banks will just shut it off and close it down. Do they do it? Yes, they do it. Well, let me say this. They do it where I live. How's that? And apparently they do it where these other people live. This guy lived up in Bohol. Okay, next things next on my list today, I want to talk about updates here in the Philippines is has to do with banking also and credit cards. Guys, there are credit cards that you can use. Schwab has an account, Wells Fargo has one, Capital One has one, that no matter what you have in your bank in USA and you use your card here, the fees are reimbursed back to you. So there's no charge. Now, people said, okay, there's no charge on my bank, but they charge me here at this bank. I understand that. And yes, they will do that. They charge you $5, $7, $10 per transaction, depending on the bank and depending on where you go and what it's about. I have been charged as much as $10 to pull out $200. Now, did I quorum about it? No, because I expected it. They said you will be charged 500 peso for taking this money out. And you have to hit yes or no on it. So I hit yes. I accepted money. But here's a unique thing about it. My Capital One card reimbursed that money back up to $7.50. So I was only in the hole $2.50. So that is a big plus. A Capital One always reimburses my money, no matter what I use. Ruth has a card, and it's Capital One card. It's her card, and if money comes in, I just load her card with it. It's a corporate credit card, that I had years ago, and she just uses that card for whatever. So she has something, you need to go get money, whatever. Now that transactions will go through in USA. So for an example, she sees a chair she wanted to buy for 500 peso. She can use that card and get it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes there's a problem. Sometimes if it's over a certain amount of money, the Capital One flags it and says, hey, are you making this purchase? And they'll let me know, are you making this purchase? Or she can look on her app on the phone and she can hit, yes, I am making this purchase. Okay, and there's a code. You have to type in the code and then the purchase will go through. So if it's declined, then they will do that. And they're doing that now. Been doing it. Well, been doing it ever since I've had the card for 6 years. So, or actually longer than that, whatever. So that's a good thing. So banking can be an issue. It can be a problem. Seems to be more of a stickler of a problem for a lot of guys now than it ever has been. Why? I have no idea. The questions that are asked are you having a problem with banking? What's happened with your banking? I said, I don't really have too many problems with that. I have a problem with the internet and many other issues, but I don't have a problem with that. Knock on wood. Let me knock on wood somewhere. And when you're outside your own country, it's really hard to get things resolved. You have to have patience, and you have to really take your time in sitting down there and going in the bank, wearing your mask and or face shield or both, and going in the bank and getting that resolved. It took us 3 hours to get my card back one time, just to get my card back, because it's been taken because the machine was messed up and they took the card. Well, just the way life is sometimes. Also, guys, there's a lot of skimmers on the devices now. The guy just got taken for $200 in Davao recently on a skimmer. And it was at a BDO bank. It was at a bank on the wall at the mall. And he got taken, a skimmer took him for $200. So he didn't know it. He did not know it at all, but the skimmer got his card. He pulled out money on the skimmer, and apparently there was one on there. He got money, and then they used it and got another $200. Luckily, he caught it because he has the same program that I have on my phone. Are you making another transaction on your card today? And he says no, and then they stopped it, and he went back down to the bank, got a security guard, and come find out it was a skimmer on there. They got some really neat, this one right here, he said it was about the width of a card, and it was only about 1 inch in depth, but it had a small board on the inside and had an antenna. So somebody could set out in a car, 100 meters away, or whatever and get the numbers and then do any transactions online doing. A lot of them do that. They go to Lazada and buy stuff and whatever and put it on that card. So there's a lot of things you just have to be prepared for. It's out there. It's been out there. It's no different in the U.S. Luckily, I haven't been product of that. Be careful what sites you sign on also, and make sure the sites are secured with a secured credit card. Make sure it has all the correct emblems and things. Just because it says it's PayPal, just because it says MasterCard does not mean. I almost did something, transaction the other day, it was PayPal, and I looked at the bottom of it, and it said 2019, and the web page is 2019. As you know, PayPal keeps their web pages up 2022, and it was they update all the time. In fact, I just updated an app today for PayPal, and that's the thing. I thank goodness for that, because that's all I need. So another problem like that to happen. But I want to talk about these few things today. Okay, answer to that question. What is this? Guess what this is. This is something that everybody needs. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's watched this to the end, but there you go. So if you're in a rush, you got a heavy date, you and your wife or girlfriend, you're going out, okay, you can shave. It's a really simple shaver. It costs about 20 bucks. You can get it online. Ruth got it, but there you go. That's all there is to it. Clean it, done. It comes with a little brush, charge it up, and there you go. That is, she got this for like when we travel, and because razors are an issue. Big razors are an issue. They're few and far between. We have to get ours at 7-Eleven, and because we go to the stores, they don't have them. So we get our 7-Eleven. It comes one in a pack, and I have to buy 2, 3, 4 packs of them so I can survive for the next month. But that's what that is. And so she bought me this for emergencies and things like that when we got to go out, and I haven't shaven yet, which I do that quite a bit. I'm not as good as I used to shave every morning when I get up. There's no rush for me to shave because I'm not going anywhere, but I do shave every day, of course. But this does come in handy. It only lasts about 10 minutes. So you better do it quick. And if you got a thick beard like mine and really heavy beard like mine, I could grow a beard probably in a week and a half. You guys see me, I didn't shave for like a little over a week or so, and my goatee already came in. So that happens a lot. My hair grows really fast. I have to get a haircut every 2 weeks. I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos, and thank you so much for always being on our channel. And I'll see you guys next time.